Yo, Midas, let's talk about why Bitcoin will hit 200K this bull run. This is everything related to crypto with Bitcoin miners, stable coins, altcoins, Circle Internet Group, Coinbase, etc. Everything related to crypto will explode this bull run because of Bitcoin hitting 200K. So stay tuned to the very end. So disclaimer, everything said in this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to always do your own research. But this is why you should listen to Midas. Well, I beat the S&P by 103x in less than a year. If you want the proof, check it out in my link in bio. It'll show you all my calls and my total P&L, which is over 5,000%. And this is why you should listen to me for crypto advice. I have been in the crypto space since 2020. I made over 1.5K% gains by investing in the crypto markets. I do not invest in meme coins. I do not pump and dump coins. I invest primarily in altcoins. Altcoins are cryptos that have technical utility. These are my calls and my crypto track record, what I call Bitcoin at 20K, Ethereum at 1.1K, Solana at $10. But by following my crypto investing strategy, I'm able to find winners before they explode. If you want to take a look at all my crypto picks, check it out in my link in bio. But this is why Bitcoin will hit 200K this bull run. So Bitcoin analysts predict 200K Bitcoin within 6 to 12 months. They also believe crypto cycles will move into 2025 from this Yahoo Finance article. But let's talk about why Bitcoin will hit 200K. So the first thing is institutional inflows via ETFs. The US spot Bitcoin ETF have attracted massive institutional interest with Bernstein, Bitwise, and Standard Chartered see ETF flows as a major catalyst pushing Bitcoin towards 200K by year end. So Bernstein, this brokerage firm, also anticipates ETFs might represent about 7% of total circulating Bitcoin supply by the end of 2025, which signals adoption through traditional finance channels. This is why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin and why it won't go to zero, because Bitcoin's already being adopted by many people, many governments, many companies, many people just buying up all the loads of Bitcoin. And this ETFs make it so much easier for the average Joe to get into Bitcoin. This is why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin and crypto because it's already being adopted everywhere. So let's talk about favorable macroeconomic climates with low real interest rates, inflation concerns, and a weakening USD creates fertile grounds for Bitcoin, often marketed as digital gold to shine as a store of value alternative. A lot of people see that, Bitcoin is so centralized now, but that's not true. I swear, if you just hold Bitcoin compared to holding a US dollar, you will outperform it or even S&P or the Nasdaq. Just holding Bitcoin for a couple of years, despite it going down to zero, or not going down to 60K because of the bear market or whatever, will still outperform because Bitcoin is a scarce asset. It's already being bought up by BlackRock as well as Strategy. So keep that in mind. The supply of Bitcoin is going down every single day. There's also the Bitcoin halving supply shock with the April 2024 last year having has significantly reduced new Bitcoin supply. Historically, these events trigger the start of bull runs by constraining issuance. That's the reason why Bitcoins or the bull runs happen because of, you know, when the when supply decreases and demand increases, well, Bitcoin has to go up. It's basic economics. And the technical chart momentum on-chain data shows Bitcoin sitting in strong bullish territory with indicators like Plan B's stock to flow S2F model placing it mid-range, implying further upside towards 180K to 220K if patterns hold. And the profitability and market structure of Bitcoin, around 98% of Bitcoin supply is in profit, signaling widespread bull sentiment. If demand remains strong, this could translate into continued upward momentum rather than large-scale sell-offs. I think in this point in day and age, no one's really selling the Bitcoin. Maybe they may have sold it to, buy a house. But if they bought in at 20K, they're now realizing the potential of what Bitcoin can do for our future and are definitely holding on to it. Now let's get to the bullish expert sentiment. Analysts at Bitwise, Standard Chartered, and Bernstein are forecasting 200K, supported by institutional flows and ETF adoption. Anthony of Skybridge echoes this view, expecting Bitcoin to become a 15 to 20 trillion dollar asset class, with the US potentially establishing a national Bitcoin reserve. I know Trump said that that won't happen or they can't officially buy Bitcoin, but you never know with Trump. One day he might just announce that the US is going to start purchasing the rest of the Bitcoin, and that will skyrocket the rest of the Bitcoin price. And with Barron's notes that major corporate buys with MicroStrategy, which accounted for 28% of capital inflows into crypto last year, also bolster this price outlook. Just keep in mind, MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor have been buying up Bitcoin while everyone's panicking, while it's all-time high. If it dips down to 90K, he's been buying it up this whole last couple of months of this bull run. That's why I'm so bullish on it. And for geopolitical and regulatory tailwinds, the Trump administration more crypto-friendly stance, including relaxed regulations and the possibility of a US Bitcoin reserve, is boosting sentiment. Analysts suggest such policies could propel Bitcoin even higher. The whole crypto market and stock market is all based off the news. I know, like I mentioned, that Bitcoin isn't officially in the US Reserve, they're just holding it. But that could change at any moment if Trump just announces that Bitcoin will be adopted by the US. However, Polymarket, this very famous crypto betting platform, disagrees with the thesis, saying that, you know, 200K is a 9% chance of happening, hitting in 2025. But I mean, recently hit 130K, so I don't see why it can't hit up more based off of more bullish news. But yeah, if you have any questions about the thesis, comment them down below and I'll respond when I can. If you want to join my exclusive Discord called the Midas Circle, and if you want real-time stock and crypto calls, access to my full portfolio, become financially free, and join a community of hungry degens, join the join in my link in bio. This is the community of making money. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe and like for more. I appreciate the support of all my followers. That's all I got for today. Today's video was on how Bitcoin will hit 200K this bull run. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.